Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a what I eat in a day in autumn. So the first thing that I get in the morning is a nice cup of coffee. It's actually the thing that I look the most forward to in the mornings. However, it's not very recommended to take coffee on an empty stomach, so I'm going to share with you a couple of tips to balance it out. For that, I'm going to add 2 ingredients to my milk before I froth it and add it to my coffee. So the main ingredient that I will add to my coffee every day is my beloved collagen powder, because taking protein alongside your coffee helps to balance out the spike that usually comes with it. So with only a couple of scoops, I get already 10 grams of protein. And then I'm going to add some coconut sugar, which has a lower glycemic index than other sweeteners, and this will prevent me from having a big sugar spike. I also like to sprinkle on a little cinnamon on top, which is a powerful antioxidant, perfect for the cold season. Much later in the morning, I'm having my breakfast. So here I'm chopping a couple of vegetables like mushrooms and cherry tomatoes. I'm adding some olive oil to a pan and I'm going to saute my vegetables together at medium heat. So when they are halfway cooked, I'm then going to add 2 eggs and I will leave them to cook under a lid. And meanwhile, I'm going to toast my sprouted grain bread. Having more protein for breakfast has been a huge game changer for me. With 2 eggs, I have 12 grams of protein, and with some cottage cheese, I'm adding an additional 10 grams of protein. I also add some microgreens, which are a powerhouse of micronutrients, as well as some Cholula hot sauce, which gives so much flavor to my breakfast that looks like kind of a messy garden. In the early afternoon, it's time for a very colorful lunch. It's very quick and easy to make, so I start by rinsing out some chickpeas that I will add to a pan with some olive oil and some smoked paprika as well as herbs. And the magic ingredient here is that I'm adding the juice from half an orange. Then you cook at medium heat until your chickpeas are golden and have absorbed the whole juice. And while it's cooking, I'm prepping my vegetables. So I start by shredding a carrot, and yes, I do it horizontally because it's easier on my wrists. In general, vegetables that have very vivid colors are rich in antioxidants. That's why I'm adding some red cabbage to my salad. When the chickpeas are ready, it's time to assemble the bowl. I start by putting some quinoa that I've prepped earlier and had time to cool. For my dark leafy green, I'm adding some spinach as well as the other things that we prepped earlier. And for probiotics, I'm adding a little bit of sauerkraut that I try to eat on an almost daily basis. And I also add some pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Now, my cheat code to add flavors to my salads is to sometimes use a pre-made vinaigrette that is from a local and natural brand. After my lunch, I really love to have a warm beverage. It always encourages me in the afternoon to get back into work. And as I'm trying to cut out caffeine in the afternoon, I'm having today some rooibos tea, which tastes amazing and gives me this cozy feeling. I also love to add to it a tiny bit of maple syrup, as well as some oat milk. Also, I wanted to mention that I have a little gift for you that you can find in the description down below. It's going to help you on your wellness journey with a balanced approach, so don't forget to grab it before you go. Now for dinner, I wanted to make something very warm and cozy without spending too much time in the kitchen. So I prepared 2 sweet potatoes as well as 1 purple turnip, because having some root vegetables in the autumn and winter is amazing to help our body cope with the cold. And I also added a couple of other vegetables like Brussels sprouts and a red onion before throwing it all in a bowl to season it. So I added olive oil as well as some dried herbs. and some other spices like smoked paprika and some sort of a barbecue mix. Once my vegetables are well coated, I add them on a sheet pan and I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. It's actually going to be a bit longer than that, but for now I'm putting it for 20 minutes. While my vegetables are cooking, I'm boiling 8 chicken sausages for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put them under cold water before I cut them because I don't want to burn my fingers. And once they are cut, I'm going to add them to the same bowl as my vegetables and do the exact same seasoning, except that this time I'm adding some Dijon mustard at the end. And once they are well mixed together, I'm going to add them to the sheet pan for an additional 20 minutes at, again, 400 Fahrenheit with the vegetables. While it's cooking, I'm preparing a little sauce to go with it. I'm adding some garlic as well as tahini, some honey and apple cider vinegar, as well as salt and pepper, and I'm going to mix it all together until it becomes quite creamy. So my tahini was a bit difficult to mix this day, so I had to add a little bit of warm water to get this texture. We had 6 portions in total, perfect for lunch for the next days. Now it's time to enjoy dinner, and of course for dessert I had a small square of chocolate as always. Again, don't forget to grab your little gift in the description down below before you go. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful and if it gave you some inspiration for your autumn cooking. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.